Welcome back to our iOS Keynote crash course. In part 2, we'll be working with images and how you can use Alpha Mask. So, you can go back to Keynote. If you have a new one, that's okay. I have this old one, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly shift select all of these. I'm going to indent that and close that there. Let's add a slide. Now, if you notice, there's no blue tip there. That means that magic move is not activated. Press that thumbnail, animate, put back on magic move. Okay, go to Safari. And I usually use Bing for images because it's very easy to get images from there. Go ahead and type in Apple white background. Okay, I already picked one just for speed's sake. Now, one thing is I can actually just directly drag it on. You see this plus button? I can do that. Sometimes it might be easy if you just press copy image, and then I use 2 fingers, paste, both work. Okay, let's move it here. Now, go to shape, add a square, and let's go ahead, have this shape cover the entire image. Now, go to format, arrange, you can press back. Now, I don't want this to move, so go ahead, double click that, and you can lock it. So now it won't move around. Okay, you see how there's this white background on this image? A lot of times you get images and you want just the image itself. Press the image, go to image up here under format, remove background, done. And like that, it'll automatically remove the background. But you see that there's this white around that. It's not quite as clean as we'd like. So press remove background again, and you can pick that white area, you press and drag. Now, as you pull farther away from the point where you started clicking, you'll see it'll get more and more. If you go too much, it'll actually start to erase from the apple. But I can just select until I see it's about good. Then maybe that's a little too much. I can press Command Z. Just a little bit more. And let's say that's done. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so I have this apple here. Now, let's go ahead and duplicate the slide. Let's move the apple up here, and let's make it smaller. Go to Style, Opacity. Let's turn the opacity down, like 60% something. Okay, so if you press play, here's what we have here. It comes down like that. Now, I would like you to go back to Bing, and you can type in apple seed. I found this image here. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and add it onto here. Now, you notice if I try to drag it, yep, it'll come right here like that. And let's go ahead, select it, press image, remove background. I think that did good enough for us right now. So maybe I want this effect where it's like the apples come down. I'll put it off there. Duplicate. Let's have the apple seeds come here. And let's go ahead and go back. This time, just quickly type in seedling, any seedling. Now, a tip. A lot of times if you type PNG after what you're looking for, it'll automatically give you a version without a background. But sometimes if you're looking for something specific, it might be better to look for the real image, and then you can just remove the background. This is good enough. Okay, so you can copy and paste, put this on here. Now for this, let's go ahead and put this once again up here, just waiting. So we have this up here. Now let's duplicate. Let's add an arrow. Can't really see it, so let's go ahead and change it to yellow. Okay. Now, let's go ahead, go to Arrange, and rotate it up. And we'll go ahead and move this down, and then we'll go ahead and have this here. Okay, let's see how this looks. So this comes down, that comes down there, and there's an arrow. Okay, great. Duplicate this. Duplicate the apple. Let's give the apple back to full opacity. Let's make it larger. And Okay, go ahead and duplicate this arrow, and we'll arrange this way. Okay, duplicate again. Let's add some text. So with this black background, we need to change it to white. So I go to text, and I can change this out to white here. Type in seeds. Oh. Okay, duplicate. Seedling. Duplicate. Fruit. So you see really, really quick, you can make very compelling animations. And a lot of times you can just have these images supporting what you say. But it's also very easy to chunk keywords and information as you're going along. Okay, one last thing for you to do. Let's go ahead and we can create a new slide. I just choose blank. Make sure you turn on Magic Move. Okay, go back to this and let's type in pollution PNG. Let's see how that works. Okay, pick anything. Go ahead and drag it on there. So it already has a clear background. Let's put it under. Duplicate that slide. Go ahead and move this up here. Okay, then let's duplicate that again. Add a shape. And let's type in X. I like this dingbat X. Let's make it large. Let's change the color. Go to style, change it to red. Let's duplicate it again. This time change the opacity down. Okay. So you see very, very quickly you can work with all types of images to complement what you say. And one other thing is that when you add text, you can double click this. Now, it's a little different on an iPad. You'll just use the keyboard to find emojis. But on a computer, if you hold Control Command Space, you have access to all of these. And I use these all the time. For example, caution. I can go to text. I can make this bigger. There we go. Okay. So that is a little intro. There's so much you can do working with images and with auto alpha mask, which is where you can remove the backgrounds. Great. In the next one, we'll talk about how you can work with sounds.